If you asked me a month ago, HitPlay, I'm looking to buy X game, but it's more expensive than I'd like. Is there any place I might find a key cheaper? I'd have said 2 websites. Either Greenman Gaming if they have a sale on, or CDKeys.com, and that would have been the end of it. But my latest experience with CDKeys, as well as what I'm noticing on their own Twitter account, has completely changed my mind on them. This video will be explaining from start to finish the absolute worst customer experience with an online game retailer I have ever had, hands down, coupled with the single worst response time for a ticket I've ever had in any category. Before that though, remember to subscribe if you haven't already, or your next key might be invalid. If it wasn't already, cough cough. So if you remember back to last year in September, I did a live stream playthrough of Doom Eternal. And a few weeks ago now I thought, hey, you know what would be a good idea? Maybe I should buy the DLC and live stream that as well. So I looked around a bit and saw CDKeys sold the Year 1 Pass for £11.99, which I thought was a fair price, so I bought it. Typed the key into the Bethesda launcher, invalid. Instantly I'm thinking, shit, I must have typed it in wrong. No problem, I'll type it in again. Guess what? It was still invalid. At this point in my mind, you kind of just go, oh boy, let me guess, this is going to be a real pain to try and sort out. And guess what? It was. So first up, I contacted CDKeys straight away within an hour, and let me walk you through each and every response I get from then onwards so you get a full picture of exactly how unresponsive and unhelpful they were during the entire conversation. First off, I just sent them a rather polite message saying that it was invalid and please could I have a replacement key, and I included a screenshot of it failing as well. They then told me no, it was definitely valid when we sent it to you and I should try again. And I should also try to contact Bethesda if that didn't work, which is obviously going to be a waste of time because I bought the key from you and not them. I then replied to that with the fact that I already did and it still won't work, and it just asks me to buy the DLC from the Bethesda website when I load up the game. I then followed that up noticing actually I think I was given the wrong kind of key, as on my Bethesda account it looks like I've actually tried to activate the base game twice, once in September and once in May, and I included a screenshot of how that looked on my account as well because it looks really odd. The support person then says it's been passed to the relevant team and it will take 24 to 72 hours for a response. And this is where the problem really gets started and where I start to lose my patience with them. As you will find out, this was clearly the biggest lie going since Santa Claus. Between that message and the next one, I did actually contact Bethesda, but mainly just to confirm my suspicion about it being the wrong key. And guess what? It was correct. I was given the wrong key. The key I got was for Doom Eternal Deluxe Edition. But then later on I actually did ask them to confirm whether it was invalid from the start, which it was, and that's why it failed. I then messaged CDKeys about this with more screenshots, and I got, yet again, another generic response of, we have prioritized this request and it will be resolved ASAP. What a fucking joke sentence that was. I then responded back a day or so later asking for a working key or a refund, also saying that I didn't understand why it was taking so long, even with all this proof, even from Bethesda themselves, saying that it was wrong and it wasn't even the correct item. And I also then said I would charge back if I didn't get a resolution soon, which I thought was fair as it had been close to 5 full days with no real explanation, and they supposedly have 24-hour support. Though I did forget that MasterCard make you wait 15 days before you can actually do a chargeback, which is why it went on for as long as it did. Cue another bullshit response that meant absolutely nothing. At this point my patience was kind of holding by a thread, mainly due to the fact that all of these responses were just copy-paste crap that don't mean anything, and I still had zero reasoning as to why I was still waiting, and no explanation as to what was being investigated. It had been 5 to 6 days, and I had no progress to speak of about getting a key, refund, and it kind of just wears thin. My next reply was after getting my third response from Bethesda, somehow faster to respond than CDKeys in tickets, including a screenshot of them saying A, it was the wrong item, it was Deluxe Edition, not the Year Pass that I tried to buy, and that B, it was already invalid when I got it, and C, they couldn't do anything, but I could buy it again from Bethesda if I wanted to play it, which is obviously the worst option because it's more expensive, and I've already paid for the fucking key. As far as I'm concerned, that Bethesda reply was the full proof that I needed that I deserved a refund at that point. I'd completely given up on wanting a key. I didn't even want them to keep my money anymore, as clearly they don't even know if a key's been used or not before they give it to someone. And if they are able to see that it's been used, then they clearly lied to me just to try and keep me quiet. 3 days after that reply, I asked again because I still hadn't got a response, why am I waiting? And what a surprise! Same copy-paste bullshit response once again. What a great support team for knowing how to use preset responses multiple times to go that extra mile to make it sure that you definitely look like you couldn't give a fuck. And from then on it pretty much becomes complete radio silence from CDKeys as I ask once again, why am I still waiting? Remember when I said I was told 24 to 72 hours and I said it was a lie? Yeah, this is now moving into 11 days. And after they ignored that message, I just started sending them daily reminders of how long I'd been waiting for a response and asking why I was even waiting at all. As you can see, I got absolutely zero responses. I did also try get an email chain going, but no response to emails either. I did also tweet at them multiple times. I did get a few responses, but it was either, can we have your ticket number? And then when I gave it them, they didn't respond. Or they did respond and just said, we've escalated it. Wow, amazing. All the responses were basically just lip service, and I just ended up saying, look, if it takes until tomorrow, which was the first day I could actually charge back, I'll just charge back and you can ban my account. I don't really care anymore, and I will never use you again, simple as. Because the customer service is absolutely non-existent. I won't be surprised if it was one person just copy-pasting. That's what it feels like anyway. The last few weeks of trying to deal with their customer service have been an absolute joke. I feel like at this point I can safely say they are the joint winner for worst customer service with Sweeney fucking Todd. In the end, I just gathered up a bunch of evidence from both CDKeys support replies and Bethesda responses, as well as in-game videos showing that I have not got my content and submitted a chargeback through my card provider. The first time I have ever had to do a chargeback, and that's what annoys me. And part of the other thing that annoys me is it's not even an expensive thing to do a chargeback for. It just means it's a complete waste of time, but out of principle, why should I let them keep my money? I thought maybe I was unlucky with my key, but as you can see, as I will put on the screen, there's multiple times a day they are getting requests. That's just on the English account. They do have various other languages as well, about invalid keys and other issues, so it must be more common than I previously thought. I don't get how they've let things slip this far, but I don't remember it being this bad before. I've used them for years, and usually, and I stress that word, usually, the keys were fine. I've never dealt with the support though, and that alone is garbage enough to make me not want to chance it again. Overall, my experience has completely put me off CDKeys, and you can see that it's clearly not just me getting invalid keys. They range anywhere from new games to even Amazon gift cards that have been used in like 2020, but they've still given them to the person that's bought them. Previously, I've never had an issue, but it seems that they must have let their standards slip or they have overstretched themselves, and the service is just really poor. I'm probably just going to buy Doom on Steam the next time it's on sale, and at least then I will know it'll fucking work, which would be nice. Hopefully this video serves as a warning to people about what might happen if you get sent an invalid key, as well as CDKeys.com having absolutely terrible customer support. But that just about wraps up this video, so I will see you for the next one.